As you know from previous video, we have purchased a property in Estonia and moved here with my wife. And I wanted to show you around the house. It's really snowy today and it's beautiful, although a little bit cold. On this island I saw that a lot of farms and houses do not really have a home number. Instead they have their own name. Our name is on this entrance. I don't want to show it because then you know our full address. So the name of the farm plus the name of the village and the postcode is your full address, and that means you don't have the number. You have no numbers except for the postcode, which feels kind of like owning a manor, a big house, I don't know, like a palace. You know, your address is not something 5, your address is just something. The home has been built 114 years ago, so it's pretty old, but it was renovated by the previous owner and even more previous owners. The home is built out of wood, so everything is wooden here, but it's really comfy and warm inside. The dogs have a lot of fun, and we have a huge plot of land because everything here and then behind the house is our land, and also all of this here and this small tiny forest is ours, and then behind the forest there is some farmland that is also ours. So the quarters are the living quarters, and here there are 80 square meters, which is plenty enough for 2 people that do not plan to have kids. And then this was built additionally in much worse quality, so it's an addition that we plan to rebuild from scratch, because funny thing, there are literal holes where you can go inside here. That's why this one needs to be rebuilt, but it's just a storage room for now. Let me turn on the lights. So after moving, we just dumped a lot of crap that we don't need inside the main house, and this is also storage for our heating solution, which is wooden fireplace. In front of the house we do have a barbecue space covered in snow right now, but it's a nice stone table, wooden chairs made out of logs, and the stone kitchen. And I like this kitchen because in summer, once I uncover it, you see, it's this classic kitchen that my grandma had in Poland, where you burn and fire it with wood. You put the wood here, you burn the wood, it gives you heat for this place, so you can cook here. And additionally, the fire and the smoke needs to pass through here and passes through the smoker, so we can smoke some foods, some meats, although we don't plan to because we're vegetarian, we don't eat meat. And then here is a barbecue space. I thought it's a pizza oven, but turns out it's not. You can just fire it up, put some sausages or veggies on it, and have a barbecue. And people have place to sit, place to eat at, and they have even place to uncap the beers. It's a small, oh, not so small shed, Unfortunately, the ceiling dropped and is also covered in trash. So as you can see, the ceiling is off and we need to replace the whole roof here as well, and well, clean this up. But what's cool is that the floors are wooden, and that basically means that once this is cleaned up, once the roof is on, this can be my small workbench area, like some wooden shop or something. We'll see. And then there is another space here. I guess the chickens were fed by this place or some other animals, and so this place is also full of trash, but it's a perfect size for my motorbike. So I guess this will be a motorbike garage. Here will be workbench, or maybe I will make it into a gym. I'm planning to put the solar panels on here on the shed and also on the house, and I can install the heat pump and then have heat in winter and cool air in the summer. And then we have outside toilet, composting toilet, so it doesn't smell. It's pretty nice and tidy, and you just put some wooden scraps, I don't know how to call it, sorry, wooden scraps in it, and I was surprised it really doesn't smell, but obviously we're not using it over the winter. On this side of the house there is a garden where previous owners planted some veggies. Of course it's all covered in snow, and I gosh, like, I mean it, there is a lot of snow today. And some small greenhouse where on summer we'll plant some more veggies. This is an old well. It's too heavy with the snow. So this is old well. The water is not so good for drinking, so the previous owners installed 16-meter borehole. This is the borehole with the pump inside. It goes 16 meter down, and it gives us clean, free water. The water is pumped into the house. There are some filtering system in the house, and we can enjoy really tasty water for free. Well, we only pay cost of electricity. Lily? The dogs like it here. They have a lot of space to run around. The forest there in the back is still our part of our land, and what I really like about Estonia is that all the trees are your property and you can do as you wish with them. We do not plan to cut any trees. We want to plant more. Never enough trees, and they take a long time to grow. But if the tree is dead and there are a lot of dead trees, you can just cut it, or you can cut any tree and cut it into like fireplace wood, and you can use it. It's your property. I love it. There is a composting bin there in the back where we put organic scraps after our cooking, and this is back of the house. Currently the motorbike is parked here, although this will be switched once the motorbike goes in the shed. I think the lawn tractor will be parked here, as I still need to buy a lawn tractor. And this is our boat. It's a pure decorational. It's really old and rusty, and now full of snow, and there was full of water, so I guess here is just ice. In front of the house we have a small sitting area. I hope to use it soon in summer to have my coffee in the morning, and our plans is to put much bigger deck in the back of the house. Maybe also some sauna, maybe some hot jacuzzi. We will see. The reason we have chosen Estonia is that we're looking for houses in Europe. We looked in Poland, where we're from. I was living in Tallinn for past few months, and even longer if you count in living from my camper van that I've built. And while looking around Europe, we were looking for some place where we can settle for our rest of our lives. We wanted to have a big plot of land for our projects, but also just to enjoy the privacy and the calmness. So we wanted clean air, we wanted calm neighborhood, looking for houses next to a city with small plot of land where you can see your neighbor was not something we wanted. And by looking around and knowing Estonia already and how great it is, tax-wise, but also government-wise, it's weird for me to say, but it's really nice government. I mean, if you go to the office and need to deal with something, everyone wants to help you, everyone is nice and helpful. So we knew that the country will probably be a really great place to live. The language is not so hard, and well, wherever we settle, we will learn the language. It's pretty far away from our home, over 1500 kilometers away from our motherland. I'm in Poland, but we saw the advertisement for this beautiful house from a great couple. So Tarvi and Marilis, hi. Thank you once again that the deal went through and you were really helpful during the whole buying period where we had problems with mortgage. And Tarvi and Marilis put a lot of effort and heart into upgrading this home. They got it 4 years ago, and they upgraded a lot of stuff in it, so it was ready to be lived in. We could move the same day and start living the same day. And so we came to see the house, we came to see the island. We're on the island, so 10 minutes away there is a seaside. On that direction, I think different direction, there is like 30 minutes to the seaside. Once again, we're on the island. The city close by, 10 minutes away, has everything that you need, because it's the biggest city on the island, so it fulfills the need of the whole island, you can say. So whatever you want to have here will be there: mechanic, hospitals, schools, shops, wooden shops, even a car shops. Turns out it's a perfect place for us. Everything is close by, but we're living on our own land. There is no neighbor there. There is empty plot of land. There is a private forest there. There is also no neighbor there. There is a road to other houses, and the only neighbor is behind that road, and he's a really cool guy. So yeah, when we saw it for the first time, we visited and saw what's available in the city, how calm it is, how peaceful it is. The internet works great, so me and my wife work remotely. There was an easy decision for us. We just have to get the mortgage and move here. And because I was living in Tallinn and I had a salary in Estonia already, I get some credibility and so some credit score, and I was able to get the mortgage. And right now we have a lot of plans what to do here. Right now we're starting talks with company that will renovate our kitchen. We want to replace the roofs, we want to replace that roof. We want to make a big deck. I want to redo the barn that we have here and put some flooring inside, and basically some storage spaces for different stuff. There is whole secondary floor that's totally not finished, so it's just bare roof there, but we can work on that and make it like add another 80 or 60 square meters of living space on top of the house, but we don't have any plans what to do with it yet. Lili, Gosia. Cześć Liluchna. Cześć Gosiunia. I guess we're on the level where there's too much snow for these dogs. So please meet Gosia and Lili. Lili is the white one, Gosia is the brown dog, and Gosia is the daughter of Lili. And they like to play in the snow, and they like to play with themselves. So when you hear them shouting, doesn't mean they're angry, they're just playful.